Welcome back to more Trails of Cold Steel 3. We are, I guess, about to finish the trial. Well, I'm sure about to finish the trial since I did the demo on the Switch.
Sit ready!
It's too hot. It's too hot.
Just beyond there are the doors leading to your destination. Be quick about it.
Understood. Heading to target point.
No. Just sit down, cat.
Oh. Phew. Is that finally the way out up there? The way back to the ground level floor? It appears we've reached the designated point. Yeah, it seems so. Sheesh. What is wrong with Erebonians? What are you all thinking, building an insane place like this on a school campus? I'd appreciate if you didn't lump us all together like that. The professor, he really is the famous G. Schmidt, isn't he? Yeah, for better or worse. Though I have no clues why he's here at the branch camp.
Wait a second.
Be on alert. I have detected a spike in...
In what?
Mana.
You guys need to get out of there right away! Is this thing a Panzer Soldat?
No, this is...
Magic Knight. Direwolf.
It's a magic knight. An orbal golem from the Dark Ages. Professor Schmidt, are you responsible for this?
I happened to acquire a few of these antique machines when they appeared during the Civil War. Though its output is lamentably inferior to Panzer Soldat's, its ability to act autonomously is useful. This will be your final challenge in this trial.
Is he serious?
What is wrong with him? This is going too far!
They're not capable of taking on a magic knight. Only one thing I can do. Heed my call! Valimar!
The use of a divine knight is prohibited for this trial. Level 0 was not calibrated to account for its Were you to use it against such an opponent, the data I would receive would be useless. You do have another option available to...
Against this?
Or if you'd prefer, you may choose to activate the new function installed.
Please activate Brave Order. Olivier, Prince Oliver said that you would be able to use it for sure, Instructor.
I bid you felicitations on your recent graduation, delayed by duty though it was. I also wish to thank you from the bottom of my heart, Bree. These may seem on the paltry side as a gift for such an occasion, but I'd like for each of you to have the newly completed Arcus 2. I've added some fun little communication features to it, just for you. There are a few other new functions that can only be described as brilliant, so do give them a try next time you find yourself in a pinch.
All right, will do. What is this?
I feel some kind of energy coming from him.
A combat link? No, it's different.
Prepare to engage in combat! Brave Order. Class 7 Special Operations. Put everything you have into defeating the target!
Yeah!
This one's strong. Be careful.
Press up to issue a Brave Order. Brave Orders cost BP to use and provide special buffs to allies without consuming a turn.
Let's go! Raging fire formation! Sit! Very well. Strike! 8's down.
It's my turn! Take this!
I shall go. Grionac, activate. Fire.
An opening! Let's go! Form up! Iron Will formation! It's my turn! Now!
I'll assist.
Very well. Strike!
All right! Wide open!
It's mine!
Now. There. There.
An opening! Let's go! Now!
I'll assist.
Very well. Strike!
Certain enemies can become more powerful by entering an enhanced state. Enhanced enemies leave themselves open, making them easier to break. Try to break the enemy and regain the advantage in battle.
All right! Take this!
Now. I'll support. Arjun here.
Thanks.
Thanks.
It's my turn! Now!
I'll assist.
My blade, calm as still water. Now! Seventh slash! Fallen leaves! My turn! There! Yuna!
I got it! Yeah! We did it!
All right, got it!
Yeah, I did it!
I must train even more.
Stats updated.
We did it.
Go.
Stamina depleted. A short rest is required.
They can get bigger than a cat.
You guys did amazing! The trial's complete! But you took this way too far, Professor!
That was faster than I expected. I'll have to increase the difficulty next time.
Could you please listen to me?
This trial was completely absurd.
Next time? Is he gonna make us go through all that?
The probability seems high.
At least that put an end to our orienteering exercise. Thank you. Great job, class. You all handled the first test of Brave Order very well. I'm proud of you. There are some areas each of you could improve on, but you just need to tackle them one at a time. I'm sure today hasn't instilled you with much faith in the idea of Class 7. Your class size and this trial are bound to raise some red flags. Then you have an instructor who's only just graduated. What if he doesn't know what he's doing? Like I said, if you want to transfer to classes 8 or 9, I swear that I'll make it happen. But it's something I want you to decide. Think hard about what you believe, what you want to accomplish, what kind of future you want, and, most importantly, who you are. Only you can figure out if Class 7 is the right place for you. Take all that to heart, and I know you'll have your answer.
Una Crawford reporting. From today, I will be part of Class 7, Special Operations.
Really?
Don't get the wrong idea, okay? It's not because I want to. I never wanted to come to this school. I'd much rather be back in Cross. I don't like Erebonia, and I don't think much of you either.
So it seems.
But throughout the entire exercise, your guidance was clear and accurate. If you weren't with us, we never would have beaten that thing. Honestly, it's infuriating. And I'm annoyed I couldn't show off what I learned at the police academy. That's why I'm going to stay in Class 7 until I can prove myself. Until I can show up an annoying hero like you.
She's ridiculous.
At least she's consistent in her ridiculousness.
The annoying part aside, you really don't need to keep calling me a hero. But you know what? I respect that kind of determination. Welcome to Class 7, Una.
Kurt Vander reporting. I will also join class. That said, I have no definitive reason for doing so.
Oh?
I simply have no objections to the branch campus's decision to place me in this. If anything, I'm grateful for the chances it'll give me to test my skills in real. I couldn't face my family if I allowed the blades I inherited to rot.
So they're heirlooms?
Metaphorical. He means the will of the Vander school.
I'm also interested in seeing what the 8 leaves can do. So far, I'm not impressed.
Whoa! That's way out of...
I do not believe you're in any position to say that.
Well, that's because I'm still learning. Just like you guys. Welcome to Class 7, Kurt.
Thank you.
How about you, Altina?
There is no need for confirmation. While the details are classified, I intend to follow the protocols of the mission.
Altina, that's not what I mean. The answer needs to come from you.
Does she not understand?
I won't accept your participation unless you chose. I don't care who originally placed you here. Whether it was the principal, the intelligence division, or even the imperial government. Why do you want to stay?
And it can't be what I said.
Hey! Why are you picking on her so much? I still don't get how you guys know each other, but you can't talk like that to a little girl.
I can't think of a reason. All that comes to mind is how I've supported you on all of your operations this past year. If I'm to be at the branch campus, it is only right that I be in your class. It was also Class 7 who once stood in the way of my mission. Even if the students have changed, I find myself somewhat drawn to the name. Does that work?
It works for now. I'm glad you're staying on.
Okay.
Oh, brother. You sure drew that out.
It's been one thing after another.
I now officially declare the formation of Class 7 Special Operation. Let's all work hard and grow together. Not just as a class, but as
That was so sweet, Reese.
I was wondering how things were going down here.
Foolish. No instructor has the authority to change a student's placement.
If any of them wanted to transfer, I would have allowed it.
Principal Le Guin, with all due respect.
Everything worked out, so it's fine. Didn't you hear? They decided for them classes 8 and 9 had a good start too. Not bad for a trash bin. The coming days will be very interesting indeed. Train our fledglings well while you can. That is, if you don't want them to be swept away by this turbulent era.
Of course.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeesh! This is some school I landed.
Damn, he's even worse than Gramps. Coming here to study is crazy enough, but you sure you want to work under that old goat?
Don't be like that. He's actually pretty amazing. And I feel like I'll be able to make a lot of friends here. But most importantly, I want to do all I can in place of everyone who couldn't come to the
Look at you, all grown up and doing your own thing. Guess I can't call you short stuff anymore.
Oh.
Our old enemies are definitely on the move. Not just them. The Imperial government and a few other groups are up to something too. Thank the freaking goddess that dumbass was around to help me set up a long-distance line. If anything happens, I'll be here in a flash. Don't hesitate to call me, Tita. You got that?
You bet. But only if you promise me you'll be careful, Agate. Don't do it.
Yeah.
I see. For both the main and branch campuses?
Yes. Their first day ended without incident. Class 7, Special Operations, Class 8, Combat Tactics, and Class 9, Military Finance have all been established.
Man, oh man. Just when I thought we finally shoved that beast in a cage, Erebonia's #1 sweetheart just had to show up wanting to be an instructor.
Indeed. Between them and a certain capable young woman, there's far more talent there than one would ever expect from a freshman. Perhaps there wasn't a need to send him there from Crossbell so soon after all.
Who do you think you're fooling? We all know why you really sent him. But whatever, a powerhouse like him will come in handy.
I'm not sure this is appropriate.
In any event, the wheels are now in motion. With Northumbria's annexation, every bush those serpents would dare hide in has been burned to ash. They have no choice left but to try and reclaim their master's plan. As for the branch campus, that pitiful final act of rebellion from a prince who's lost his blade and his wings.
See, it looks like brown to me. Is that Dad?
We shall simply have it, and my worthless son, dance at the end of our strings.
Your Excellency.
Laid it on kinda thick, don't you think?
By your will, Excellency, we Ironbloods will see your ambitions are fulfilled.
I think the connection's finally gone through.
Yay! It worked! I never dreamed I'd be able to talk with you all like this.
Indeed. His Highness was too kind to arrange this feature.
Doesn't look like Reen or Gaius came through.
Could be they're too far away. Oh, or maybe somewhere where the signal's super weak.
No matter. I'm sure we'll have more than ample opportunities to speak with them in the coming days.
That's right. and we can finally fulfill our promise. Well, you sure are fired up.
How could she not be? This is the season for reunions, after all.
Yeah, spring is here once again.
Just look like he's like this big dog.
Yeah.
It is good.
Mm-hmm.
Spring once again.
Trophy earned. Spring once again.
What? Why that? Oh. Wait, did it change from April? Or was it April the whole time? It was April the whole time. Didn't have to make it that far. Oh, annoying. Maybe a couple days. Twin sword.
Okay, all
That's
set.
their own room?
We said we'd walk to school together, and she just up and leaves while I'm still asleep. Dad, Mom, Ken, and Nana. Wish me luck. I'm gonna give it my all. I won't lose to any of these Imperials!
Huh! Yeah! Strike! Not bad. I simply need more experience. Despite all the battles we went through yesterday, he was never short of breath. The 8 Leaves, 1 Blade School. It's impressive to be sure, but nothing compared to what Father Mueller and Uncle Zex can do. I suppose the Ashen Chevalier simply relies on the power of his Divine Knight.
Oh. Good morning.
Good morning. Jinx, you owe me soda.
Good morning, Yuna. I take it you're headed out as well?
Yeah. Are you all done with your training? It's pretty impressive how you do all that every single day.
Well, it's something I've been doing from a very young age, so it's just part of my morning.
I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry.
Huh?
You know, when I slapped you, I know it wasn't your fault. I shouldn't have gotten so angry. It was childish.
Ah, that. I'd like to apologize too, but have you been wanting to say that for the past 2 weeks? Considering how much you dislike Erebonians, it's very thoughtful of you.
I don't dislike the people here. Yeah, I've got my problems with the country, but this is between people. When I mess up, I make sure I apologize. Especially considering what I said about your swords. I mean, you practice every day.
Ah, right.
And they'll be way more useful than a couple of weapons as old as the Great Collapse.
Don't worry about that. Besides, like I said, my training is just part of my morning routine. Out of curiosity, is everyone from Crossbell like—
Huh? Like—
Oh, I don't mean to offend. Very straightforward and good-hearted. Probably the type to be easily tricked.
Hey! Wanna run that by me again?
Like I said, I don't mean to offend. I'm glad to have a classmate like you whom I can trust. Though I don't know if I can trust your skills just yet.
You're a real piece of work. Well, let's start over. Glad—
Hello, you two. Good morning.
Altina, I thought you left for school already.
I received a routine status call early this morning. I didn't want to wake you, so I took it in the study room. If I disturbed you as I was leaving, I apologize.
No, I was out like a light. But wait, what do you mean—
Sorry, that is confidential.
Well, in any event, it's nearly time to head to class. We're all in the same class anyway, so why don't we walk together?
I do not mind, but I believe the correct term for my presence would be a third wheel. Judging by what I've seen, your relationship has progressed.
Our relationship? What? No, that's not what—
She certainly words things in a distinct way.
Leaves is such a nice place. I can't get enough of this homey atmosphere. It's so peaceful and laid back. And it's got some great shops.
Agreed. It's a good halfway point between rural and urban. We're just the right distance away from Heimdall.
The previous owners of this land were a noble family. After they lost ownership of it, the government attempted to convert it into a resort. However, that plan fell through. It's said the half-finished buildings from that were used to create the campus.
Well, You sure do know.
I suppose that explains why the branch campus is so large.
All that aside, I didn't think the Empire's military academies would be this tough. I get combat training and practical exams, but math, history, even art? Isn't this workload way beyond what you'd have at a regular high school?
Well, here in Erebonia, the pen and the sword are both held in high regard, especially at Thor's. It's a prestigious traditional school founded by our most notable emperor. That legacy won't change simply because this is a branch campus.
However, it seems the main campus has changed significantly.
Yes.
Huh? I don't get what you guys are talking about, but looks like we're gonna have to give it 110% here. Let's kick all the other classes' butts.
Well, if you say so. However, most of our lessons are held with the other two classes.
Homeroom is the only one we have without them.
Oh, right. I guess it makes sense given the small number of students, but that means class...
Well, well. If it ain't the chosen ones, strutting off to class to get...
You're...
I think he's in class 8.
Good morning. Is there something we can help you with?
Nope. No. Just wanted to get a little peek at the class taught by the hero of Arab... Class 7, huh? I'm sure the view's just great from up on that pedestal of yours.
Sorry to disappoint, but we're being treated the same as any other students.
Yeah, it's not like things are going to be different for us just because our instructor's famous.
Oh yeah? Then why'd they go out of their way to make such a small class? A little kid who's clearly too young to be here. Some rich pretty boy with fancy hair. Oh, and a loud, unruly foreigner from some sob story. Oops, my bad. Not a foreigner anymore.
All right, we understand. You're a tough guy, but that's quite enough. If you have more to say, I'd be happy to talk with you further. After school.
Not bad. You've got more spine than I gave you credit, but the one I've got business with is...
I'm so happy to see... Oh, she's from Class 9, Military Finance. Good morning to you all. The weather is just splendid, isn't it? But if you spend too much time out here chatting, the bell will ring before you know it.
True.
You all done messing with us?
Me? I'm not here to mess with you. Well then, see you around.
I hope you all have a lovely day.
What's that blonde guy? I can't believe they let some punk like him into a military...
He obviously had some issue with those of us in Class 7. No, not us, exactly.
Oh, shoot!
We better hurry, or we'll be late to homeroom.
You're right. Let's get moving.
Whew. Hard to believe it's been 2 weeks already.
It warms my heart to see all the students trying their best. The classwork here is much more difficult than at the main campus, so I'm sure it's tough.
Yeah. Then on top of that, training exercises were added onto their curriculum. We didn't have anything like that at the main campus, Thor's branch campus. I think I'm starting to understand what the government's trying to do here.
Oh, but I don't think that's the only reason for this place. In keeping with Thor's tradition, we'll also have those days to look forward to.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll be a relief for them. I'll tell my students about them after school, alongside the club announcement.
Got it. Thanks for taking care of that. Well then, Instructor Reen, let's give it our all today.
Likewise, Instructor Toa.
Chapter 1 Reunion.
This is the formula. You will need it when calculating trajectory. Make sure you commit it to memory.
This is known as gross domestic product, or GDP. By the way, the GDP of the Empire of Erebonia rose 42% last year compared to 2 years ago.
Today's task is walking. Sounds easy, right? Well, let me tell you, it won't be. We'll be marching, so I need to see perfect posture and formation while armed. Even combat tactics got worn out by this.
The War of the Lions, said to be the largest turning point in the history of the Empire. The end of this war brought us to our modern era. Today, we'll be looking into the events leading up to the war that caused it to develop the way it did.
The way he explains it, it's actually pretty easy to understand.
An interesting perspective.
Oh, I see. I'm actually learning a lot.
Looks like that's it for today. How did you guys hold up? Tired? I was prepared for the coursework to be difficult, but even so. Are you just piling more work on us just as we're getting used to the old pace? Not yet, but I may end up needing to do just that. The curriculum here at the branch campus is pretty diverse. It'd probably be a good idea to prepare yourselves for even more work down the road. If only there weren't so many lectures. Energy consumption greater than expected. Sheesh. Tomorrow is a free day, is it not? That's right. In fact, I was about to explain. Oh right, the entrance guide mentioned that, didn't it? How is it different than a normal day off? Think of free days as normal school days, but without any classes. On free days, you can study, train, or pursue one of your hobbies. If you get permission beforehand, you can even go visit Heimdallr for the day. That's a lot more freedom than I expected. I figured it was going to be some rest day with a ton of rules and restrictions. That doesn't sound too bad, though. Well, it's just one of those things that makes Thors. However, though you're generally free to choose what you do, there is one mandatory task tomorrow. You'll need to choose a club to join. Really? A club? I hadn't thought there would be clubs at a school that was only just founded. It was a requirement from the principal herself. She said as long as we're using the Thor's name, students' clubs are a must. You'll be allowed to apply for a club as long as you have at least 2 members. We'll also see about getting your club the proper equipment. Oh, and any students who don't join a club will be put on the student council, where they'll work directly under the principal. Sounds dangerous. What is it with this place? Everyone here is too over the top. So we're being forced to choose then. We have until tomorrow, correct? Right. I recommend you start thinking about it after school today. If you need advice, feel free to talk with any of the faculty members. Remember, we're here to help you. Understood. I'd prefer just having you assign me a club. Also regarding the new course, at the end of the week. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Panzer Soldat training? That's right, the training units have arrived at the hangar. You'll be joining the combat tactics students for basic maneuvering lessons. After that, we'll discuss the special lessons, the first of which will take place this weekend. The special lessons. I was curious about those. There's likely no point in us asking about them now, is there? Sorry, but not even us instructors have been filled in on it. Anyway, focus on tomorrow for now. Think of it as a day to spread your wings and lift your spirits. That concludes homeroom. Can I have you lead the class here, Altina? Understood.
Stand.
Well, tomorrow is the free day. It is essentially a free day for us faculty members as well. However, I'd like you all to join a briefing at 3 p.m. A briefing? It's starting to sound real military in here all of a sudden. Is it perhaps about? That's correct, the special lessons. That will be held next weekend. I see. That's the only info we're getting for now, eh? If it's this top secret, I'm guessing it's gotta be bigger than even Panzer Soldat training. All of the students will be joining in these lessons, correct? Correct. Without exception, all students and teachers from Class 7 through 9 will participate. Please report at 3 p.m. tomorrow to the tactical conference room in the main building. That is all for now. Sheesh. He's a picture-perfect model of a hard-ass RMP guy, that's for sure. Wait, I hear things are only gonna get more army-flavored around here. Yeah. Seems that way to me, too. That keeps place the Panzer Soldats and that freight train. For a branch campus, this place is far too well equipped to just be a throwaway pawn. Yeah, that's true. I know the main campus was renovated as well, but I wouldn't be surprised to hear that just as much Myra was spent here. What bothers me, though, is where is it all coming from? And if they're dropping that much cash here, what are they expecting in return from us? Man, what have I gotten myself into? Get me out of this crazy place. Instructor Randolph. Well, I mean, we can't really stop you from leaving, but come on now. I'm just kidding around. I'm not just gonna drop my responsibilities like that. Besides, the kids in combat tactics seem like they're gonna be a fun group to work with. Anyway, I think I'll head out now. Let's both go check up on the kids. See if they need help with their big club decisions. Yeah, I got it. We'll see you later. I can't help but feel like there's a wall between us. Really? I don't get that impression. He's easy to talk with, and he seems to care for his students. No, he's definitely a great instructor. It's just a year ago I fought against one of his comrades. So I don't imagine he's got a very high opinion of me. And honestly, I can't really blame him. Reen. Anyway, I'll go check in on the students and head back to the dorm for the day. I'm sure picking a club on such short notice isn't going to be easy for them. Yeah, I got it. Good point. I've said before, but let's both keep doing our best. Now then, school's done for the day. It's got a different feeling to it than when I was a student, kind of refreshing. Maybe I'll walk around the campus to get a feel for it. I can chat with some of the students while I'm at it. And if they've got any problems or need advice, maybe I can help them out. I should also talk with the principal and other faculty members. You can now view Character tab in your handbook. The Character tab lets you read profiles and additional information on certain characters you've met. Additional information can be added to their profile through specific conversations, events, etc. The Quick Travel menu is now available. Open the Quick Travel menu with the square button and select a location you've visited before to instantly return there. The Quick Travel menu will also display the locations of key events and your comrades. Press square to access the Quick Travel menu and move wherever you want. Occasionally you will see event markers displayed on characters and places. These show that an event will take place there. Well, I'll go ahead and save and split the part here. See you next time.